Welcome to US Rugby Happy Hour Live. Interviews with the biggest names in American rugby.
The New England Free Jacks, Major League Rugby champions. One-on-one to score.
Here are your hosts, Phil Baker and that other guy.
Hello, welcome to US Rugby Happy Hour. In just a few minutes, Eagle 316 Rugby World Cup's bell of the ball. Freda Tafuna joins us. She's probably skipping, I don't know, English lit or something, which I skipped oftentimes in my college days just to be with us.
Tell.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Maybe I should have stayed in class a few times. Fitzy, how are you, man?
I'm doing well, Bill. Still kind of, making sense of everything that's going on across rugby in the U.S. But, yeah, I'm excited to talk to Freda today.
I know a lot of them going on. I mean, good and bad, but a lot of good lately, and yeah, I'm wicked excited about this conversation today too, because she was so fun to watch over the past month. And speaking about watching matches, did you catch those two matches this past weekend?
I did, and if you're a betting person, and I am, I'm betting on Canada to beat England. I said it.
No,
I think it happens.
You know what? I don't think that's a bad bet, and I want them to.
Steamrolled New Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah, big win for Canada over the previous champs, Rugby Cup champs, and then England, of course, took care of France. Four quality teams, and I'm not just saying this because I'm a homer about USA Rugby. But I think the USA women are going in the right direction. Hopefully, be up there the next World Cup or two, or sooner, hopefully. But for everyone's sake. But yeah, I'm excited about them. I don't want to pick who's going to win just yet. I need to give it a think. Maybe our guest wants to give a
maybe we'll ask
later in the show.
Yeah, she's faced both teams recently.
That's right. All right, let's do it. Let's get on to our guest here. But before we do that, little business. Listeners, if you're new to the show, be sure to check out previous episodes available on your favorite podcast player and also on YouTube all the time, including a recent interview with Will Hooley just last week about the USA men qualifying for the 27 Rugby World Cup. Let's just say we had a few laughs with that one, and a lot of details came out about MLR changes as well, or possible changes as well. So check out that one. Also, we interviewed number one MLR draft pick recently, Will Sherman, and then just a couple of 2-3 weeks ago, Fitzy, I think it was Sione Fukufuka, the USA women's head coach, who just recently left the program. So check out that interview too. We had a great time interviewing him a number of times over the year. Matter of fact, we were the first one to interview him when he came over and took the job. So as far as all the podcasters in the United States, all four of us. But hey, we got him. Check it out on your favorite podcast player and the YouTube videos as well. All right, let's do this. Let's get to it. Again, I believe this is a number one hit for us as soon as we start publicizing these on Spotify. Let's go.
Freda! Senior, back to back, Emmy Sorensen Award winner, defensive powerhouse and offensive terror, impressive combination of power and speed, recently called a mutant, perhaps. Let's welcome the try-scoring machine, Eagle number 316, Freda Tafuna.
Hold on. Oh, it did play out. Freda, how are you?
Oh, there it is.
Hi, you guys.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Good. Come on, you're going to have that on your playlist when you work out. I think it'll be good for you.
That needs to get uploaded fast, so hopefully I can get
Freda, don't flatter Bill like that. Bill likes making the jingles, but that wasn't too bad. There's some others that have been missed. The last two, though, Bill, I got to say, have been pretty good.
Getting better. We have a whole department, Freda, of songwriters. They're all called AI. I'm not sure why their initials are all the same, but so Freda, thanks for joining us. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just back at college, so not much going on.
Yeah, how long have you been back and just like straight into class?
So I started classes during World Cup. Yeah, so I was doing stuff during the World Cup, and I just came right back to it.
You couldn't get a break from the professors? Just be like, hey, wait a second, I'm kind of like over here doing this kind of big thing. I don't know if you heard about it, called the Rugby World Cup. Can I get a break on this?
It was funny. I like totally forgot school was starting, and I reached out to my friend. I was like, "When does school start?" And she said it was the day before I texted her. So I'm like freaking out. I'm like texting over like my professors because I missed like 12 assignments on a Sunday, which was my birthday, and I'm like just asking if I could get extensions on it. So yeah,
and not because it's your birthday. You can't. The professors won't go for that.
I was like, I'm a little busy right now.
So Freda, you played your first match back with Lindenwood, this past weekend against Quinnipiac. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Big win. Did you text Alona to rub it in?
No, it's nothing to.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I couldn't. Too much respect for Lo, so can't do that.
True.
Gotcha. So first action back since the Rugby World Cup. Was it 2 matches Friday, Sunday? Was that a first side, second side? Like
first side, second.
Oh.
It's high level college rugby, but you just, stepped off the pitch from the Rugby World Cup. I mean, did any other players on the other team be like, hey, we saw you playing over the last weekend? Like, were there any of those conversations? I'm curious.
I just try and stay avoidant of it. Like, I don't really try and have those conversations. Like, I'll just play like a good game, and I'll like wander off to a corner just because, I don't know. Yeah.
We've asked this question a number of times, Freda, of people who just came off of test matches, international matches, big matches. When you come back to the college game, and you've done this a number of times already, this weekend's not new to you, is the game different to you, the collegiate level? I mean, you're playing at a high level, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's way different. Like, the speed is different. Just like the speed, you could tell the speed of ball is way different. Like, lineouts are different, scrums. And international level, you have so much like details put into what you're doing. As to here, like, you're like playing with like fresh girls, like girls coming to rugby, coming out of high school and stuff. So you can tell there's a big difference.
You don't take it easy on them though, right? You're not like, all right, you're new. No.
No, can't take it easy on them.
Well, let's talk about Rugby World Cup. Unfortunately, finished a little earlier than you wanted, than the whole team wanted. But speaking of competitive matches, one of the most riveting matches of the whole tournament so far was that 31-31 draw with Australia. Talk about, not necessarily the match itself, but talk about the post-match emotions in the locker room amongst the players.
We were it was like a mixed emotion in the locker room. Everyone was happy, but everyone was also sad because we knew we should have came out with the win against Australia. We knew we had doubters too. So I think that was the happy part, is we had doubters and we proved them wrong. Just the sad feeling of not being able to pull through and get that win over them was probably, so it was just like a half and half mixed emotion type of thing in the locker room.
Then let's talk about the next one. Obviously, going in against Samoa, you had to put up a big number. Holt Samoa basically scoreless. You all did. I mean, 60-0 with multiple try-line defenses to keep Samoa from scoring. Certainly can't fault your team's effort for scoring 60 points. I mean, it's impressive. I wanted to talk about a moment after the match, because we saw it when we were watching on Paramount Plus. But after the match, there was a unifying moment, maybe, where the two teams came together. Was that moment kind of spontaneous, or how did that all come about?
Honestly, I just think it's like a Polynesian thing. Like, there's like, Polynesians are very welcoming. They always want to just share culture, and that's exactly what Samoa did. They gathered us in a circle. They sang a song to us, and then they did a dance for us. And then they not only did they do the dance, they invited players from the USA team to do dances. So being a Polynesian myself, they threw me in the circle, and I'm Tongan, so I don't really know Samoan. Like, I'm not good with Samoan dances, so I'm kind of just like, I'm smiling because Polynesian culture is being shared throughout the USA team. And like it was literally probably one of the best feelings I've had at the World Cup.
Really?
Yeah, it was being part of that circle with Samoa.
I got to ask this because, I mean, awesome moment, everyone coming together and be able to celebrate Polynesian culture. But, you know, as a competitor, right, your team knew like what you had to do to try and cut back at that differential, knowing that later England was playing. Was there part of you like, hey, like I'm glad we won and this is a great unifying thing here, but I want to watch this Canada match, I want to watch England play because, you know, hey, we're not out of this yet. Like, was there any moment of that, or was that out of your mind at that point?
It was way out of my mind. I was more so in the moment. Like, I was just so happy to be around and see everyone smiling. Like, I know Samoa was they knew they were out of the World Cup, and like we were still 50-50 on ours, but everyone was just still had a smile on them and was celebrating with the team and with the fans. So I didn't really have that England match in my head. I was more focused in the moment.
Yeah. You know, if you look at the World Cup performance from the Eagles end as a whole, you know, 3 matches, England did their thing against you that they've done to a lot of teams. You know, a very tight match, obviously, against Australia. And then you have the Eagles, you did your thing against Samoa. You know, a holy roller coaster ride. You know, which team do you think the Eagles can identify more with? And please don't say the England match.
No, for sure the Australia one.
Yeah.
I think everyone can say we can identify more with the Australian match.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's entertaining rugby. I mean, they're all entertaining. We want to see scoring too, but I think rugby fans want to see those good back-to-back matches as well. It's probably, I mean, 60-0 probably is less stressful for you.
Yeah.
Well, in our research, Freda, if it's correct, you've scored, I think, 11 tries in 17 USA matches, 6 of which came in 2 in the Rugby World Cup. Can we schedule Samoa and Australia a little more often just for your sake? I want to see how far you go.
I hope so, because I just love the competition that both the teams bring. So
yeah,
if we can get more games with Samoa and Australia, that would probably be the best.
And Bill, if we're talking stats here, Freda, we got to bring this up. So I think currently you're 8th in points scored at this current Rugby World Cup with 30 points, 5th in tries scored. And I think you graciously said in a post-match interview that one of the tries that you had scored was actually one of your teammates, I believe.
Yeah.
Is that the yeah?
Yeah. So
it was like, Bill. Bill would have said that's mine. He wouldn't have.
That's mine. Yeah, I need the stats.
Yeah. No, it was off a maul. I'm the one who took the ball off the maul, and I was close to the line. And then Hope Rogers came in, converted or made the try. So I didn't want to take credit away from Hope after all the hard work she's done. That's just something that Hope deserves to get recognition for. So just wanted to give that to her.
Well, speaking of Hope, so Hope was 20 when she played in her first Rugby World Cup, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
You just turned 22, I believe, if our Wikipedia stats are correct. But you got your first cap at 19, just 3 years after picking up the sport. So Hope has 55 caps. She's only got 38 more than you.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of this, is your goal to just get, 60, 70, 100 caps? Could you be the first women's Eagle at 100 caps?
It's
not too far down the line yet.
If I could, that would be great. But I'm having hopes to switch over to rugby league. That's that's a big goal of mine. I just kind of want to go to rugby league and represent Tonga for a bit.
Wow.
And then, but if I can break Hope's record, which seems a lot, then it would be cool.
It's interesting. No, with league, so there's no conflict as far as representing USA at 15s union and representing another nation at league.
Yeah.
Wow, that's great. That's great.
Yeah,
I mean, good luck on all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't think you're allowed to go to USA Union and then to Tonga.
Right.
Yeah.
Different nation there. Not after a number of years or whatever. All right. Well, back to 15s for union for a second here. Only college player on the World Cup roster. What did that mean to you? It's quite the honor. What'd you think?
Yeah, I think like that, and being one of the youngest on the team, just like right after Soraya Barra, is like a cool experience. Like a lot of people wouldn't expect a college player to be on the Rugby World Cup roster and like playing in the games. So it's like a surreal moment for me, but yeah.
And looking at your USA teammates, some pretty impressive forwards for you to learn from, to grow from, maybe mentor off of one of them. Rachel Johnson, Eric, we talked about earlier, Talia Brody, Kate, of course. What have you or can you learn from these players?
Honestly, a lot. Like they're such driven people. They dedicate themselves to the game, and that's something I love. You can see the hard work that they've put into making the team better. They not only push themselves, but they're always pushing everyone around them, and that's something I will always look up to about them is they want to make the culture around them better, and they're always rooting for others. So
Yeah, speaking of some of your teammates, Erica, who had a standout performance at the tournament, she had maybe the quote of Rugby World Cup when asked about you, and this is high praise. She said you were a mutant. So when you heard that, what did you think?
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know that till now. She might have mentioned it. Yeah, I don't remember hearing mutant in it, but I think it was funny, but it was also cool Rick to say that about me.
Well, because and the reason why I bring that up is because sometimes when you see a forward out on the wing, you're like, oh no, how did a forward get stuck out there? What are you doing out there? But not for you. I mean, you look comfortable out there, and you certainly have the speed. Where does that come from? From sevens? From just
no. So I played soccer for 10 years.
Yeah.
So my speed, it literally just comes from soccer. Yeah.
What position?
I was I was forward in the midfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could imagine you were a pretty tough forward, right?
Yeah.
Like defenders hated you.
Yeah.
I say that because my daughter was the same way. She was a number 9 in college, and coaches, the defenders hated her. She just battered them.
Yeah.
So, Freda, let's talk about a bit about Sione for a second and coaching. Generally speaking, you played under, I believe, at least 2 different USA coaches over the past few years. Was there a message that Sione maybe gave you personally? And I don't mean on the way out, maybe over recently, that maybe helped your game? And here's a tough one: who do you think should be the next head coach?
One thing that Sione said to me that really pushed me was he wanted to see me. He wanted to see me not just enjoy being on tour, but also fight for a starting spot. And like Pac 4, I came in with like a terrible mindset. I just finished winning the national championship. I had to leave my team to go to Pac 4, and I just wasn't there mentally. Like I didn't want to be there, and I kind of just enjoyed. I was like, I'm just here. And when Sione spoke to me, like he said that, and I just took that during our break, and I like drove myself into the ground. I'm gonna work for that starting spot that he told me about. And I got to World Cup prep World Cup camp, and I noticed there was a big difference in my body and like mindset. Like I was mentally and physically ready, and it was just all credit to Sione and our S&C coach Charles Dudley for pushing me to that. And for next head coach,
or not even, it doesn't have to be a name. Maybe like someone that would be good for the program. A domestic coach, let's say, or something like that.
Yeah. Honestly, I hope it's someone that was just like Sione. Like he was not only a coach, but he was also a father figure. Like, and that's something I think a lot of teams need. I hope that we can find another coach that is the same as Sione.
Yeah.
Freda, let's talk a little more college rugby here. So CRAA D1A, It's hard to say sometimes. Champs in 24-25. I mean, what makes Lindenwood such a good program for both the men and women? What is it about Lindenwood?
Not gonna lie, I couldn't tell you. I think it's more so like the coaches, they recruit people who aren't expected to be recruited, if that makes sense. Like they don't just stay recruiting in one spot. They look everywhere. So like in our men's team, we got so many internationals. We got internationals from South Africa, New Zealand, Ireland, Scotland, just like so many of them. And then like even Hong Kong we have. And then one thing I noticed was like in like the NCAA teams here, like they recruit within the area. As to Lindenwood, they go to West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. Like they're looking everywhere for players. And I think that's something that makes us really special. We're bringing girls from all around the country, not just in one set area.
Well, how did the recruitment process go for you? And then, were you surprised Lindenwood in the Midwest was watching you play? And were there other programs that were recruiting you?
No, it's actually really funny how I got here. So I played in one tournament, and it was a sevens tournament. And then COVID hit literally that following week. And then we're going through all that COVID stuff and like quarantine, and I'm like trying to figure out where I'm going to go next for college. So it was either going to be like junior college for soccer and basketball, or I was just going to go straight to BYU and call it quits on sports. And then I get a text on Instagram from my family friend back home that came to Lindenwood. Her name's Spoonie Skips. She reaches out to me. She goes, would you like think of coming to Lindenwood? I'm like, I don't know any idea about this school. And so I look up the school and I just see a bunch of Polynesian girls on the rugby team. And I was like,
nice.
Yeah, there's think about a good 20 of them. And I think that was actually what pushed me to come here. I was like, it's basically a home away from home. So I jumped at the opportunity, and I literally was recruited through a player, not the coach. And so all that got set up. I met with the coach, and then I signed with Lindenwood in April. And then, it's just.
There must be like quotas for the players. If you recruit one player, you get like an extra 10 minutes of playing time.
I mean, the coach must have been thrilled that all of a sudden, Freda Tafuna strapped up. He probably had no idea. Yeah. He was about to get the 2-time Emmy Sorensen Award winner here. Like, did the coach say thank you to your cousin? I'm sorry. Like,
I don't know, but I hope he did. Yeah, credit to her. So.
Yeah, no kidding.
Well, Fitzy, you just brought up the Emmy Sorensen Award. I mean, basically rugby's Heisman Award. Back-to-back, Freda, amazing. Going for your third, hopefully. I don't know how you intentionally do that, but going for your third. Talk about the proud moment for you, but also how much it means to your family.
Honestly, again, it was a surreal moment, being able to be the first back-to-back ever player out of the 10 years to win that award. Everyone knows that award is so hard to win, especially with all the talent around the teams. I'm not gonna lie. I always say I didn't deserve the first one. Just because I came into the season late because I was doing WXV, and I just thought there was girls who sat throughout that season and like showed that they deserved it. But like to my family, like they were so proud of me. Being able to just like have my parents and all my aunties and uncles and cousins and siblings just like congratulate me and just say how proud they are of me is something I just always cherish. Like not many people can get those words from everyone in their family, so to be able to get that from everyone is just, it's always the best feeling.
Is that how you got into the game, family?
Yeah.
Did a family member? Yeah.
So she's more so a family friend.
Oh.
Yeah. So we're in the same church, and like we knew each other from girls' camp and stuff, and yeah.
What was it? Why'd she say that? Hey, I love how you just knocked down 4 fullbacks and to score that goal. You really should pick up a rugby ball.
I don't know. I don't know what it was that she reached out to me, but I will always say it was always God's plan. Like,
Yeah.
it was God's plan to have me play that one tournament and have her be the one to recruit, like not only give us a reason to play, but also recruit me to Lindenwood. So,
Sorry, John, let me jump in here real quick. Freda,
Yeah.
you kind of threw us on a loop earlier when you mentioned league.
Yeah.
We that wasn't a secret, right? I'm sure you've been talking to people about that for a while, but
yeah.
Because we were going to ask you, like, what's next? Could we see you in PWR? I mean, is that a possibility?
There are yeah, that's definitely a possibility. There's a lot of options. There's like a good amount of options for me right now. I think the reason why I was steering towards more league was to just represent my country. Yeah.
No, yeah, you got it. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
Big decisions to be made coming up, but I mean, you still have to get through your senior year of college and all that because college is fun. So enjoy that, and hopefully you can put off those decisions there for a little bit. I want to jump ahead a little bit here, look into the future. Let's talk Rugby World Cup 2029, right? So that next cycle is going to be starting a few months or so, right, as things get back up and swing again. We've seen other programs like Ireland and Canada and Wales and providing full-time contracts, and certainly the Women's Eagles had some there for a stretch there. But I guess in your mind, what do you think it'll take for the Women's Eagles to climb back into the top 5 in the world again? What do you think?
Honestly, I think it just goes back to who our head coach is. Sione came to a group of girls who it was a group-led team. It wasn't more so a coach-led team. And Sione came, took that, and he kind of switched our mindset. And like we went from a team who I would probably say was like more so an individual team to a group of 23 on that field. And I think if we can get another head coach like that to, like Sione already got us competing with Australia, and putting up good matches with them. If we can just get another coach who has that same mentality, just continues to drive us, I think we'll be set to make that top 5.
I hope so. 2 more quick things for you, Freda. Yeah. Speaking of Sione, early on when we talked to him, he mentioned he wanted to bring back not necessarily the respect in the history of USA Women's Rugby, but the knowledge of it, and to bring in the former 1991 players, the founders of whatever. When you came in, did you know much of that past, and were you kind of surprised about the past of USA Women's Rugby?
I didn't know too much about the USA history. I didn't know too much about rugby union in general. Like my first cap, everyone's like talking about, we're playing New Zealand, we're playing Australia. I had no clue who the Black Ferns were. I had to learn like on that tour about things we were playing. But to see Sione implement and bring it back like the 1991 World Cup players, it just shows how much he cares about the history of USA Rugby. He's bringing old generation into the present generation, and like we can take that into the future generation.
Nice. All right, Fitz, I'm going to have you ask Freda this last one.
All right, last question here, Freda. We'll get you out of here on this one. Rugby World Cup 2025 final. You've played both teams, England and Canada, recently. If you had to pick a winner, who's it going to be?
Don't forget, you play Canada a lot more than anyone else, so be careful.
Yeah. Can't get my response. I don't really have. I think the team I initially wanted, other than us, is already out. So, don't really have who I want to win the game. So it's more so just like.
Do you think it'll be a tight match? Yeah. Do you think it'll be a close match? Yeah. How about that?
I think it will be for sure a close match. Yeah. Canada has that chip on their shoulder that they're willing to prove that they can be the number 1 team, and I think that's something they're going to take into that game. They're going to give England a good match.
Nice.
It's reachable. It's doable for them. Yes, got to do it right. Freda, thank you so much for joining us. It was a lot of fun watching you playing overseas in this past month. You really, I mean, especially with a lot more eyes on the women's game, I think so many people are happy to see what you did out there, even on the wing. Despite me freaking out when I see forwards out there. And with that, also, good luck with whatever code you play in. We're excited to see how far you go.
Thank you so much.
All right, and good luck in class day. Get the class.
Yeah,
All right. All right, bye, Freda.
Thank you, guys. Bye.
That's good. She's a good conversation. I had no idea about league.
Yeah, no idea at all. It's and why not? I mean, if you're good enough, and you can play both codes at a high level, do it.
Me personally, I'm not the biggest fan of league, but I'm not against it. I mean, not against anyone playing it. I mean, good for her. If she, and I totally get that. I mean, she's got that Tongan heritage. Why not represent Tonga at a different, maybe another World Cup? I hope she sticks around in Union for a while longer because obviously she's great for the USA women's future. We'll see.
But how funny would the conversation be when her first class, when she's back from the Rugby World Cup, you turn to the person next to you and they're like, hey, what'd you do over the summer? We did like a road trip. We visit, we went to Puerto Rico or something like that. Oh, what'd you do? I don't know. I just played in Rugby World Cup.
Yeah.
Scored 6 tries.
Scored 6 tries.
No big deal.
Yeah, no biggie. Just in front of 80,000 people. Whatever. It's not as good as you as drinking with, complete strangers in a bar and Curacao. It's okay. It's. I'll take either one of those. I'll take the Curacao drinking with strangers thing. All right, Fitzy, good stuff. We will chat again soon. We do have a couple of people lined up for the next week or two. So more exciting interviews to come. And I think we're getting this down. I think we're getting words. We're putting 2 or 3 words together, just like a golf game, getting a couple of strokes together. That's key. And I think we should keep going.
Okay, sure.
All right. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great time. A great day. See, I already met